Hello friends, welcome to my channel. If you are new on my channel, please like, subscribe and share. So let's start English dictation paragraph 1. What you need to know about startups in G20. Over 90% of startups fail. To say they are a risky business is an understatement. For the first time, G20 has put startups on the agenda. India has led that move, and Chintan Vaishnav of Niti Aayog, the Indian government's public policy think tank, discusses startups in India and the G20. This edition of 4-Degree Podcasts examines startups. Historically, the US has given birth to this strange beast. Since the 2007 to 2008 crash in Western economies, things have changed. Startups are starting to take off in poorer economies, especially India. As chair of the G20 this year, India has put startups on the agenda for the first time. In emerging markets, startups were not always popular. People were afraid to take risks. With economic growth, broader access to technology, and changing demographics, startups are on the rise in many G20 countries. India has been a shining example of rising entrepreneurship. Forbes estimates that there are now 100 unicorns in the country. As per Pew Research Center, 40% of India's population is under 25. This population is more educated and more technologically savvy than ever before, producing a huge demand for goods and services. Naturally, entrepreneurs are emerging to serve this demand. Vaishnav takes the view that entrepreneurship is just getting started in India and many other G20 countries, and startups have a long way to go. He explains what makes a healthy startup ecosystem possible, the national and international forces that influence such an ecosystem, and how it can be a driving force for economic and social good. Vaishnav also outlines why India has placed startups front and center of the G20 agenda.